Hello, everybody. Did you know they're changing Fort Bragg's name? An Army base. They're also going to have to be changing some other shit, too. Because you got to think. Now, this is something even the Congress is going to have to do. What happens when people start going to look for their family history? Don't matter if you're black, white, Chinese, everybody looks for their family history. So what I did, I was sitting there trying to figure that out. Why the hell they want to change so much shit of people's history? It's because of the birth record. See, they're going to have to go back at every Army base and change everybody's Army base's name on your birth record. You're going to have to go and change that name. Do you hear me, Joe Biden, shitty-ass Harris, Nancy Butthole, old grandma, Nancy Waters, Harris? Think about it. Mr. Joe Cooper, Mr. Cooper, Ray Cooper, you remember that, Mr. Motherfucker? I want you to think about that. You're changing the Army base's name, so you're going to have to go back to everybody's birth record for over 100 years and change it. Because when people started wanting to know where he was born at, well, we don't know. It was, this and that. Well, where my grandpa and grandpa was, and my great-great-grandpa was born at. What if they was born at Fort Bragg? And the birth record says it. Now you're going to have to go back and change that birth record. Second, everybody that's been married, even married on an Army base and Navy base, you're going to have to go and change their marriage license. Meaning their marriage license won't mean shit. See what I'm saying? And what happens to all the people who died over there at Fort Bragg? You're going to have to change their death certificate too. You got a birth record, marriage license, death certificate of where they was at when they was born, every damn thing. That means all the history. Or there won't be no one called from here, here, and here. Think about that. You're going to an Army base and changing their fucking name, and you don't even know how many people was married there, how many people was born there, and how many people died there. And you got to change all that fucking history. What you going to do? Call America the United States, no longer a United States. How about a good name for America? United States. How about we don't call it the United States no more. We'll call it Adolf Hitler way, man. I'm like Sleepy Joe. We just changed the United States to Adolf Hitler. Same thing as Janet, Nancy Pelosi, and Harris. They would have to sit there and say, we do not call it a United States no more. We just call it Adolf Hitler. Because you got to move everyone's birth record, everybody's marriage license, every death certificate is going to have to be rewritten for over 200 years. And if you're going to change America, that's 400 years. Might as well just call it Adolf Hitler. Sounds good to me. How Hitler? I am Mr. Joe Biden. Oh. And all these LBTs, LMB, and whatever else you want to call yourselves, need to think about that. Because that's one of the most stupidest things you got to do. Because when it comes down to your DNA, it comes down to your birth certificate, your marriage license, death certificates. When you go look for your family tree, you don't have nothing. So what the hell do you call yourself? Abomination. That's what you need to be looking at when you start changing Army bases, Navy bases, Marines, and they're in a city. Well, the city's got to go back and check everyone's birth certificate and make sure it does not say that damn name. Every fucking marriage license is going to have to change. Every death certificate's going to have to be changed. You can't get no stupider than that. You're going to have to change America's name to Adolf Hitler or Attila Horn, because you just started changing history from one base to a city to a nation. So why don't you just go ahead and do it and be done with it? But when people start asking where their ancestors from, they can't find the birth record. They can't find a marriage license. And they sure the hell can't find the death certificates, because you changed the fucking name of where that person was at that time, and the guys who was there way before that. Think about that. That is an insult. That makes you an abomination. That makes humans in America abominations. Be proud. I'm abomination. Because that's where you're going, to the lake of fire. Because you want to change history. Now think about that. We're going to change an army base like Fort Bragg to I'm a gay bastard, and that's the army base. Okay, we got to change the birth record, the marriage license, and the death certificate for 400 years. Now, can we do that, y'all? We're going to have to get a little something like that. Get us a little boy toy and run it up our butt. And if you like them, you can stick it in their mouths, because you changed the fucking area. You are an insult on the fucking earth when you start changing names of places where people was born, died, and married at. You are a disgrace to anything on the fucking planet. And you call yourself a human. Sounds like to me you're a fucking savage and you're stupid. How you like that, government? You're stupid for being a unhuman, not civilized. You're a savage. And you don't have no history when you start changing history. So you're an abomination to everything on the planet. How you like